So I would say that, first of all, you want to think about what is it that you need the buddy statement for. Maybe what records are missing or what information is missing to prove your claim that you're looking to establish through the buddy statement. The veteran would want to reach out to the fellow service member and say, hey, can you just write me a statement about what happened? Can you describe what you saw as far as the injury and then any changes in my condition or my ability to perform the physical fitness test or whatever my tasks were after the fact. Not make up for the fact that it wasn't reported in service, but at least it would provide some basis for the VA to have to consider when processing the claim for service connection.
Right. They love to just take a look at the service treatment records. If the veteran didn't go to sick call, they're okay, well, you're not service connected.
Exactly.
And that way of having a buddy statement is super helpful. And I liked what you started with about kind of keeping track of what claim, like what's your goal with the buddy statement?
Yeah.
What are you claiming? Because, if you're claiming increased rating for the past 5 years, it might not be helpful to talk to your friend who was in the service with you in the 80s and, they might have seen the accident. We might be already service connected, but you're looking for an increased rating. Something that happened back then might not be relevant. What you would want to do is get in touch with someone who's been close with you in the past 5 years. A lot of times spouses, can talk to that, family members, even sometimes friends. Basically, when you're looking at increased rating, something I want people to keep in mind is that you need to have the statement talk about what the person who's writing it actually experienced, what they actually saw. So, for example, a lot of times I see in statements sometimes a spouse can't necessarily say that I know that my husband was in pain. They can't, you're not in their head, you don't actually know. But what they obviously can know, what they can observe is, my husband gets up very slowly from his chair, he grimaces a lot, he tells me he's in pain. Those types of things, observations are really helpful when they're coming from the perspective of the person who's actually giving the statement.
There's so many different situations to where buddy statements really do come in helpful. And even when there is evidence in the file of an injury or an incident and the VA continues to deny, as they do sometimes, having that extra statement from a friend or a relative, it really does add some evidence to the file that the VA is going to have a really hard time discrediting.
Evidence, right, and evidence that's not anywhere else in the file.
Correct.
That's obviously like your friend's observation of you is not going to be documented in your service report, so it helps to supplement whatever is already there.
Yeah.